Whenever I upload a photo on Instagram, there is at least one comment asking about the camera settings. Well, in this video, let me clear all the doubts. There are only two camera modes that I use, Aperture Priority and Manual mode. In this video, I'll share how to decide which mode to use and share some tips and tricks as well to nail the camera settings every time. This is going to be a super helpful, super informative video. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Quickly, let's understand the difference between these two camera modes. In exposure triangle, you have three things: aperture, shutter speed and ISO. When you're shooting in manual mode, you're controlling all these three settings. When you're shooting in aperture priority, you control the aperture and the rest of the settings are taken care by the camera. Well, you also have the shutter priority, and the question would be sort of, why don't you use shutter priority? In shutter priority, what happens is you control the shutter speed and the aperture and ISO are controlled by the camera. And I don't want my camera to control the aperture because that is responsible for the depth of field. And the camera does not know what kind of an image I'm going for in terms of depth of field. The benefit of shooting in aperture priority mode is you save time not adjusting the ISO and shutter speed, and you can use that time to frame better composition. I use aperture priority a lot of the times when I'm shooting in good lighting conditions. Now, what do I mean by good lighting conditions? One, obviously, is sufficient amount of light, and two is evenly lit situation. If there are areas in the frame which are either too bright or too dark, the exposure might get messed up. Now, how does the camera understand what the exposure should be? For that, the camera uses metering mode. I'm not going to cover metering mode in depth because I have a separate video on it, link will be in the description. 99% of the times I use matrix metering mode. I don't remember the last time I have changed the metering mode. I'm a bit lazy, I agree. Basically, what matrix metering mode does is, it takes the average of the complete frame and guesses the exposure. Now, if one of the areas are much brighter or darker, there are chances that the overall exposure might get messed up. Now, what if you want the camera to intentionally shoot a darker or a brighter exposure? That is where the exposure compensation comes into the picture. Negative exposure compensation shoots a darker image and positive exposure compensation shoots a brighter image. Now, when you're adjusting the exposure compensation, what's happening behind the scenes is you're adjusting the shutter speed itself. Let's say you're shooting a darker image using negative exposure compensation, what you're doing is you're using a faster shutter speed. However, the problem is, even though you can change the shutter speed indirectly, you don't have complete control over the shutter speed. So in cases where shutter speed is important, manual mode is the safer option. In portrait photography, if the subject is still, I tend to use aperture priority most of the times. While using aperture priority, the only thing to keep in mind is, if the shutter speed is below the focal length I'm shooting at, let's say I'm shooting at 85 mm right now, if the shutter speed is below 1/85th of a second, there are chances I might introduce some camera shake. Be aware of that, and in such cases, prefer using manual mode.
In this example, I'm using aperture priority, and you can see the shutter speed is 1/30th of a second, which can introduce some shake, and if there's a subject passing by, can introduce motion blur as well. Now if I switch to manual mode, I can set the desired shutter speed and adjust the ISO to compensate for the exposure.
There was this one time when I was photographing a contemporary dancer, and in that shoot there was a lot of movement involved, lot of action involved, so shutter speed becomes very crucial. At such times, always 100% of the times use manual mode. Let's say you're shooting sports or wildlife where there is a lot of action involved. When the shutter speed is crucial, always prefer using manual mode. On the other side of spectrum, where you are photographing some longer exposures, where you want to use slower shutter speeds, again, don't use aperture priority, always use manual mode. Now in manual mode, it's not always necessary to set the ISO manually. Let's say for example, the shutter speed is important, stick to the manual mode, but you can use auto ISO. Now, I'm not sure if every camera has this feature, but if your camera has it, it can be pretty handy. As the name suggests, auto ISO means the camera is going to handle the ISO, and if you want to control the exposure, you can control using exposure compensation. One problem with shooting in auto ISO or aperture priority is, let's say you're shooting in continuous mode and you're taking multiple shots in a similar lighting environment, there are chances that the exposure will change one shot after the other, and that can be frustrating at times. If you want the exposure to be locked in, always choose manual mode. If you're shooting in a controlled lighting environment in a studio, always prefer using manual mode because you have much control over the camera settings.
Let's go over some more sample images to recollect what we have learned in today's video. The first shot is of a handsome gentleman. You might have seen him somewhere. The lighting was pretty even and it was daytime, so I could get away with using aperture priority. But when it comes to shooting low light portraits, I like to have the control over the shutter speed. Here, I intentionally used a slower shutter speed than I would normally to get a bit of a motion blur. This was shot in Iceland and I wanted to capture a longer exposure to get a silky smooth effect. Hence I used manual mode. For this shot, it's pretty obvious that I will use manual mode since it's a low light scene. But also one thing to keep in mind is shutter speed is very crucial in this shot. If the shutter speed would have been too slow, I would have captured a bit of motion of the moon and it would not be tacked sharp. This image I could have shot in aperture priority, but is actually is a panorama. Every time you're shooting a panorama, having consistent exposures is useful while stitching. Hence, I stick to manual mode.
If you are a beginner, I would always recommend start with aperture priority, and then when you have a better understanding of how the camera settings work together, prefer using manual mode. With time, you will have a better understanding which mode to use according to the different situation. That's it from this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful and you enjoyed it, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's reach 1 million as soon as possible. I'm serious, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. It's not happening because it's too cold. Bye.